Hello from myself and of course from Griffin and Willow. Griffin. Grey skies, been raining as you can see. This annex has got all wet. Few little drips on the inside, but nothing major, because since it's rained and all the canvas is tightened, all the stitching works quite well. But certainly having this space here, I've got to fold my washing, so that's something to do in the day. But in the meantime, I give my boy a treat. Hey, nose, sit, high five, drop. Oh, sorry, I can't move fast enough. But he knows what to do. Sit. Oop! It's just Mum being clumsy. So, yeah, I do get asked what I do, like, through my day, especially in terms of cleaning and the cooking and all that sort of stuff that one would do in a van, which is tiny, so truly there is not a lot to do. I do have to do my dishes from last night. Bit boring, hey, but whoop, I might be a bit too much. That tap will automatically turn off on its own. It's a Dometic, and it's been wonderful addition to my van rather than the hand pumping of the water. So I decided to invest in the tap. So it just has a tube, rubber tube, that runs down and goes into my bottle full of water under my sink. And yeah, I do like that. But this little gadget, and I'm sure you've seen them before, but as for having in the van, when it comes to putting clothes on and in a van, it's really quite unavoidable in terms of you will get creases in things. And I don't like creases. I don't know why I am fussy on that, but I just am. So I need to get this kettle going, because that I need when it comes to doing my dishes. I do not have hot water availability. I only can get and have my cold water, which is okay, because I can boil my kettle even if I'm not hooked up to 240. It will run perfectly fine down there in my inverter, and that is a 2000 watt inverter. So yeah, it's a 750 watt kettle, so it will be fine boiling in that if I need hot water or a cup of tea. But then I always have a backup as well. You're using your amps out of your battery when you're using your inverter. I do have a single portable gas stove, runs on the butane canisters, and I have the availability to warm water up that way. So really, in the start of my days, I don't often have breakfast, and I should, and I know I should, but it just depends on how I'm feeling. But I certainly, am a shocker for the coffee, and I don't have coffee as per se. I just like these. I get asked how I film and where do I put my camera and being in such a small van, well, you know, I widen the view for a start ×5 so that it can take in a bigger area and show more of the area that you are looking at. It is quite tricky, and I don't claim to be brilliant at it in any way, shape or form, but I did buy I'm turning you around because I'm reading what it is. And then I swung the camera around. I really probably shouldn't have, because I can't really go too far back in this van for you to actually see. But, oh, see? Maybe I go 5. There you go. ×5, that is. 0.5 on the camera. And it turns into a tripod. And, you know, up, down to whatever you would like it to be. And ultimately, then it just goes down and down and down. And you tighten it up. And then these, but it's very hard to do it when you're one-handed, but I'll give it my best shot. Oh, keep going, keep going. Oh, there we go. It does come with the remote so that you can turn it on, turn it off at a distance, which I find to be really quite handy. And it just fits in there. And then it becomes your selfie stick, and it's solid, and it's not what I consider to be heavy, but my arms ache, but that's me. I think for the average person you would find it to be just perfectly fine. So I do recommend it, and I believe I am not sure, but I can find out where I got it from, and I will put a link in the description if you want to go and take a look at it, if you're interested. It's very solid in terms of holding your phone. It clicks into this part, you can tighten it down so your phone isn't going to go anywhere. And I use it for all my filming. So there you go. The Ucus. That's the name, if that's how you pronounce it. And it's great. I absolutely love it. And that is what I use. After years of course, using a camera, etc. And I don't mind the phone. I think it does take brilliant pictures. I need to, of course, eventually get myself a laptop, but more importantly right now, take my glasses off. I want to do the renovations to the van, and also make sure under the bonnet everything is a-okay with it as well. Get these batteries changed out to lithium, and I am no expert in that particular area, but I'm sure there may be people that are watching. I do realise I have to check the alternator ampage to make sure that it can manage charging the batteries at a faster pace than what AGMs do, and not blow my alternator. Here I am talking about this stuff and not what I do during the day, but I do that because I am researching, I'm listening, I'm trying to take it all in to find out the best way of actually doing things. But back to what I need to do. My kettle is boiling. So yeah, when it comes to doing the dishes, I don't have a plug. Oh, let me sort this out. So of course, firstly, I've got to pop this open. You know, this is a collapsible tub that I use in my sink rather than worrying about, a plug, and I can't find a plug small enough that I could put in my sink anyway. So I always use this. I am eventually going to have the availability with all this stuff around to remove it and have a little bit more areas around here by creating something here. I would love to have this plywood and then tiles, but probably stick on tiles, not to add, any more weight to the actual van. So pretty much my next step is I make the bed, because I do like to hop into a made bed. So this doesn't take me very long either, I might add. It's a little bit more difficult to make compared to your average bed. I don't see what's in the viewer. I'm behind here where I can see. That's probably the one thing that I don't like about using my phone, is I can't see exactly what you are seeing. So I, a lot of the time, just hope that I've got it in the right position. Because my camera had to flip out, turn it, could see everything. Yeah, and I would rather use the back camera on the iPhone to the front, because it is a better quality all round to use the back camera. So this is kind of where my bed is made. Just straighten up the pillows that the dogs have wrecked and pulled apart. Pick up my PJs and I just hide them. Well, I don't hide them. I put them under my pillow like when I was a kid, pretty much. And that blanket's chucked down there, you back. So you can see the floor, which is a pretty constant. And this mess is from my puppy dog, who for some reason pulls this down. It's to get my attention for whatever, but the door is open so he can go outside. He's just choosing to stay in and annoy me. Are you not? Now, my vacuum. So, this is my day, thus far anyway, where I do have to run the vacuum, and I just have a little Dyson. It does have a long stick to go with it, and I can't go past Dyson for vacuuming floors. dishes, bed, vacuuming. Got dressed, ironed a jumper that I chose not to wear anyway, and here I am, just going to wipe the top of the fridge because I sip my coffee on that in the morning. Although I do have a couple of coffees, not just one coffee in the morning. So yeah, the bed is made to my expectations of being it made in the van, that is. Then I just generally, give things a little bit of a wipe down where I've been on the benches. There's always dust. Trust me, always. So much dust in a van, I'm not even moving. That's because outside of here, the road that runs along the side of me, even though I'm a little bit of a distance away, is all gravel. So I get a lot of dust coming into the van. So anyway, that's, as my tripod is going down, yeah, that's pretty much the house cleaning. Of course, I've got a brush and shovel so I can do the step and all that sort of stuff. And I do pull everything off and give everything a wipe down, but not today. As for eating, when you're on your own anyway, I believe, you tend to eat differently. It's one of something. I rarely do mashed potato or lasagna or spaghetti bolognese or anything along that lines. And I think to some degree I eat a little bit more healthier. No, maybe not. But yeah, I will. Late last night I had salad, which was lettuce, tomato, avocado, red onion, sour cream, a potato gratin, or however you wish to pronounce that word, as my meal. I might do a muffin with avocado and tomato on it during the day for lunch, though I'm not doing that today. I'll probably just eat my dinner tonight, and I tend to eat dinner earlier, so I'm not kind of sitting there with a full belly, which I don't think is very good for you. I do walk a lot and ride my bike a lot. Not that I ride, do I? I'm like riding on a motorbike, on my electric bike. But I do pedal assist with it, just depending on where I am and where I'm riding. So, yeah, pretty much that's the start of my day. And I always put you down there. That's the start of my day. That's almost the end of the day. And what I'll have for tea, I don't know. So that's my dinner for tonight. What time I go to bed, I don't know. Whenever I actually fall asleep is when I would say, well, I'm in bed early enough, but I don't go to sleep. Yeah. So, just a little bit of my day. Quite boring, actually, but it is how I live in the van and what I do. So you take care of yourself, be kind to those you love, and toodaloo.